Okay, we get back to this. So now we got our new oil pump here that we're going to deal with. So this is a Ultima standard volume pump, as I recall, with appropriate non-chrome hardware. He's not going to be happy again. Here's some more non-chrome hardware. He ain't going to be happy again twice. Ooh, those look like fueling lifters. Is this twin cam? Do they make Evo parts?
They do.
Dude, imagine that. Here. You can have that. I want this. I want this piece. Junk. Okay. This is the non-chrome hardware. And this is the non-chrome oil pump. Ooh, this is a higher volume pump. Look at that. It's nice and thick. Are you back? You got all my pieces with you?
Hell yeah, I got them all.
What color are you today?
Well, I don't know. How do I look? Good, don't I?
You look like gray.
Like gray.
You look gray. Okay. Yep. Yep, that's fine. I'll have to clean them and degoop them.
Yeah.
It's hard to do this by myself. There we go. Oh, geez. Short interruptions there. Okay, this has the appropriate small oil line fittings in it that I don't like. So I have to work on that. Alright, I'm interrupted again. We'll be back. I don't know why they got an M in here. You'd think they'd clean the pump. They're all filthy. Look at all the crap in the gears. See, that's why you don't assemble stuff just out of the package. Look at all the cleanness in there. Looks nice. Be good enough for you though, wouldn't it?
Rather not.
Rather not? Okay.
Joy.
I think that's supposed to be grease.
Oop.
What, we need that?
Yep.
Why? There. Oh, where'd it go? Between my feet somewhere. Yeah, we'll find it later. It's down there between my feet somewhere. Okay, so now I gotta get this thing apart. Almost. So you jam it in there like that and pull it out. These little ones just don't do the job, so they slide more. This one here is always, this is the right size. It jams right in there, but it doesn't hit over here. But it digs in good, and you can pull it out. There's your ball. Alright, now that all has to be cleaned because it's filthy. Okay, you notice how they put the seal in so the oil stays inside of the cavity where the oil is and not on this side where it's not? See, that's how seals are made to work. Okay, now these are high volume, so the pumps are fatter, but these are stock shafts, so see how they recess the gear, the shaft into the gear? Keys fall out. But the problem is the clip. See how the clip is not tight? That's what I don't like about it. Clips should be made a lot smaller so it stays on there tight. These things, if they're rotating, they can wear and they can fall out. If they're tight, they don't do that. That's why I don't like those. Okay, next problem is these have a lack of oil volume through them. See how small the holes are?
Mm-hmm.
What you can't see is how small the holes are in that fitting. It's even worse. Next problem is are these going to come out of here? That's the next problem. Let's see here, 1/2 inch. So is that high volume?
Wow. I think that's a choke point.
So you have these nice big honking ass gears and it sucks through that. How much oil do you get?
Not enough.
Yeah, it's a joke. It is a joke. Big time joke. It's a joke on whoever bought it. Okay, now I gotta figure out how to get this one off. See, it works best if these are mounted on the motor, but we didn't mount them on a motor, so we have to figure out we're gonna unscrew this. Now, last one I did, it galled up all the threads too, and they weren't too happy about it. So I wasn't happy either, so we're even. See, I'm using my leverage here.
Mm-hmm.
That one does not want to come either. See, they put no kind of sealer or anything on the chrome, so it galls up in the aluminum and tears it to pieces. Other times they have something on there. I can smell it. Smell it?
Like a putty?
There's something that was on there. Can you smell it? But it galls up the threads, so you gotta be careful. So right now it's about every third one I do it screws up the cover. Alright, so this is the return. That's the bottom one is the feed. Unless they did it backwards. And on this bike, they did it backwards. Be my guess. I think this is the feed. This one's in the gallery right here. These are feeds on this side, returns on this side. So that's on the feed side. So this is your feed coming in. So you have to figure out where you want your fitting. You want it here, or do you want it down here? So where's it on the FXR pump? You got the FXR pump? Where's your oil pump?
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of fittings you have. Okay, the next problem is these fittings are small diameter, so you can't bore them out very big. So these are no good. That's the next problem. .329 thousandths diameter there. Stock Harley fitting's bigger. And Gardner Westcott's bigger. So I usually go to the Gardner Westcott parts. So we need,
I don't have it.
you had it yesterday, didn't you?
That wasn't off the FXR.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
So we got to find out what the original oil lines are, locations for the FXR motor. Top, bottom, whatever. What about all the oil line fittings and tubes and all that stuff? Okay, that stuff with you?
No.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Well, we need it. More stuff we don't have. All right. Wrong drawer. Wrong drawer. Oh, now I got a top drawer. All right, right drawer now. Oil line fittings. Those will work. What else do we got? Yeah, we don't need these. All right. So this is bigger than that. What? Yeah, so where's that go?
In the hole.
In the hole. Good. What hole is that, Sarah?
That one.
Oh, I don't. Is that the engine breather? Fitting 9-degree elbow. That narrowed it down. Great. Remember those service manuals you don't like?
Yeah.
Guess what's in the service manual?
Yeah.
Pictures of what the oil pump assembly looks like. They do come in handy at times. And that's the least of your problems right now. Okay, so we already know that this sucks. The next problem is, see how that size that is?
Mm-hmm.
See how size that one is?
More bigger.
More bigger. What about?
Oh yeah.
What about that side?
Yeah. Liking the look of that.
Maybe more bigger?
Yeah.
There you go. So, this piece here, we already measured it was 3 something. This is at 329.5. This one is at 376. What size oil line are you using? 3/8 oil line. What's 3/8?
375.
That's correct. What size is 329?
Not the right size.
Some other number. Maybe it's metric. No, it's not metric either.
Mm.
It's not anything.
Mm.
It's called junk. So these fittings here is what you need to buy. We can reuse this one if it comes out without gold in it. Or we can just replace both of them. It's up to you. Either way, we're going to put these in there. We're not going to give you much of an option on that one.
Sounds good.
And then what I do is I take this one and I drill it out and make it look more like that. But not quite that big. I can't go that big. But I can go that big.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like that, sir?
That looks like it's in the money.
That looks, it would cost some money to do that. Yes, you were correct about that.
Costing money, but money well spent.
Alright. So, we have to get these apart without destroying them, which is hard to do. We're going to put these on there. I have one of them. How many do you want?
Probably 2.
2. Do I have 2 left? Guess why I buy them by a quantity. Now, something you can do with this one is you can put it right there in the vent hole, because vent doesn't need to be high flow. You just need to equalize the pressure to the oil tank so the oil will flow. That's what the vent does. Now, the hole that's down here,
Mm-hmm.
see that hole right there?
Negatory.
See, that's because this is not a damn early motor, it's a late motor. It breathes up through here. That's why it doesn't have any of the stuff in here like a real motor has. So we don't have to worry about that one. So now we know for a fact that that 90-degree fitting that said in the motor goes here. I assume it goes up, not down. So somewhere in this area is where it goes. But either way, we're not going to use that fitting. That fitting sucks. Now, you're going to have some kind of an oil line fitting going forward. Most likely it does not look like this. Do you have a steel tubes that go forward?
No.
What do you have?
Stock with steel tubes, and I don't have that.
Do you have the filter housing that goes up here?
No, it's behind the. No, it's behind the.
Filter housing's over here.
Behind the.
Stock, you have the line that comes out here. It's a steel line that comes out.
Correct.
There's 2 steel lines that come off a clamp. I think it's this side, not that one. Goes up here, goes up that big housing up here that has a spin on it, goes over that direction.
Right. I've got it be like the traditional style underneath by the rear wheel.
Traditional style under the rear wheel.
Yeah.
That's factory that way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But not on fxr4.
So what do they mount up here? They didn't use these holes for anything?
I don't think so.
Why they drilled?
Well, that's what would have been stock. Stock on this bike would have had that oil filter up front.
So your bike does not have the stock filter?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Why is that?
I don't know.
You want to make it stock, or do you want to keep it like it is?
No, I'd rather have it underneath in the back.
Okay, so it's coming out the bottom of the tranny?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then, we do not need to have this fitting going forward, obviously. We need to have it going backwards. Heading toward the oil tank.
Mm-hmm.
Or the oil filter, whatever it is. Now, do you want... Well, you got no option. It's going to have to come at the bottom. So.
Right.
Is there any clearance issues over here hitting the tranny or anything you know about? Or
Not that I'm aware of.
obviously we can't go straight down because it puts it in the ground. So fitting like that. Okay, so we're going to be using these fittings. We're not going to use the stock Harley oil line because we don't have any of that stuff on the bike. Okay, so this is custom. So we're doing custom. Okay, so we're going to do these and these. We need a 7/16 to get rid of these, which we have right here. There we go. So we need that. We need one of these, and we need, what else do we need? Sealer. We're going that way. We're just going this way to get the sealer. Milling machine, sir. Milling machines over here. That would be called a lathe down here. We need a vise. You got a vise?
I've got advice.
You have some advice. What's the advice?
We should locate a vise.
That's a good call. I like that call. How's your back feeling?
Pretty good.
Good. Ah, so is mine. That's not heavy at all. It just looks like it. Let me take my box over here. You didn't throw my box over here. Whenever you leave the vise on the mill, it's in the way. When you don't leave it on the mill, you need it.
Murphy's Law.
Works every time.
And that's why it's so heavy.
It's so heavy because it's strong. Because when you're milling on something, it needs to be held very firmly. Preferably in a straight condition too. But in this case, it doesn't really matter if it's straight, but I'm probably pretty close. Okay, that's tight. One custom handle. Does it look homemade?
Custom.
I put big ass bolts and spacers in here. It's heavy though. It hurts when it hits you. Those little thin ones they have on there, you just bend them right off. These don't bend off. Looks good too. Okay. Remember that vise we didn't have earlier to hold stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
We got it now.
We got one. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right here. Here we go, like that. And if you're lucky, it unscrews without screwing up anything, because then we can reuse it. Appears to be still good. So you can sell these for some humongous amount of money on the internet. If you call it fxr4 parts, you get more money, right?
Oh, that is correct.
Good.
Used FXR base gasket. 80,000 miles.
Just broken in.
Just broken in. $35 OBO.
Was that from
each.
Elvis? Was that from Elvis' place? Where's that crank you want to get rid of?
In my garage.
Oh, I can't sell it for you if it's in the garage.
I'll be bringing it over.
Oh,
I was gonna grab it today, but I thought I'd take some Gucci pictures first for you.
oh okay.
Write up a little description.
Yep. Didn't make a bucks for it?
Not mega, just reasonable.
Oh, okay. Is that tight yet?
That's looking pretty good. Pretty good and tight.
Now, what do you like? You like that one? Or do you like that one? Look at the difference. How's that?
Whoa. So much flow.
We'll call that value added. How's that? Yeah, look how much flow you got. And then you flip it around. Oh, look how much flow you don't have.
Yet.
Yeah, we're going to be working on that.
Good starter parts.
Yeah, yeah, we're going to. Ah, these things are tight. We're going to be starting on this, making it go faster.
Mo juice. High flow.
All right, there's another one of those boat anchor cores out the window. I'm almost out of fluid here, sir. Oh, we got just enough to do another one. Look at that. Oh, I think I overdid it. I got too much on my finger now. Look, I got way too much on there. This is almost vintage. We're going to save that for next guy. See. They quit making that shit. Oh, they got a different number they use it now. Yeah, it looks the same though, more or less. Okay. What's the proper torque?
Good and tight.
Good and tight.
In German.
I'm thinking that's good enough.
That's looking perfect.
I can keep going down more, but it'll probably just break something. See, the excess stuff is in the way here, so it looks like crap on the chrome. We'll leave that for you later. You put way too much on that one. Okay, so now we got to work on this part. One of these three is going to have what we need. If it doesn't, we're going to use that set over there. First thing I do is figure out what size holes in this thing. I'm thinking that's pretty damn dinky. That's it. Okay. You're on the wrong side again. You're on the non-working side there. There's 1/4 inch. .5/16 does not work. That one doesn't work. That one almost works. Oh, 297 is close. It's 290. size. Okay.
So what's the difference between the two, so we know how big it's going
Right
up?
now we're making this 90 degrees. See, that's 90 degrees. And you tighten that thing down. And we're right on center more or less. Not quite. Center looks like it's further over.
How big is the hole that it comes with? Just out of curiosity.
I just did, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
There, crushed it in there. Where's the other one at? Right in front of me. Okay, this one here. This one almost goes all the way through. So this one here was 290 thousandths, which is a little bit big. Okay, 1/4 inch. Usually, you go one size over quarter is decent. Quarter is pretty good size for these, but they're thick wall, they're safe, they won't break, fall off. Okay, you go one size up, which is 64th number. 17 64ths is 265 thou. That's 15 thou over. See, that's what these are. See how loose that is? That goes all the way through, no problem. Okay, you got two sizes up. You're up to 9/32, 281 thousandths. That's what this one is. So see that goes all the way in.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Until it gets stuck in there. So this one here is a little bit smaller than what that hole is there. Well, it's pretty good size.
That might be what we're.
Yeah. So usually I use this one here because it's a good safe size. Now, if you look inside the hole there for flow, see where the drill is in there turning.
Yep.
You can use the zoom factor here. It works better than getting right on top of me. So you can see how constipated that is. You can also see how this fitting here blocked the hole off.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I used to drill these separate and put them together, but then they would start blowing
interference.
So now, is there a difference in flow between these two?
Why, yes. Significant. Monstrous.
Maybe a couple thou difference. This one here was, I think it was a small one down here where it came from, wasn't it? Or it came out of this hole right here. That came out of that hole right there. This was what the hell? What kind of number is that? Yeah, it's a number 12 drill. It's 189 thousandths. Basically, it's 3/16 of an inch. So we went from 3/16 to over a quarter. Pretty good increase. Now, if you want to go a little bit bigger, we can do an L drill, which is 290 thousandths, which is 9 thou bigger. And that's what this hole size is. It doesn't want to go all the way through because I crushed the tube when I tightened it up real tight. Because it's tempered pipe thread. It crushed it, so this doesn't want to go in there right now. So it stops. It only goes into that deep. Yeah, it gets in there about that far. It's being crushed.
Right there.
Yeah, right where it's being crushed. Now, obviously, you can make this size here, but it's going to be really, really thin.
That's pretty thin.
Yeah, so I usually don't go this big. A little bit too much. More interruptions tonight. Hello? 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 Yes? Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, I'm working on a job, man. Milling machine, but yeah. Yeah, I have a big problem. I try to help too many people. That's good, baby. Yeah, I forgot I should have put a stop on that thing. What happened was as soon as that damn drill hit that stupid hole, it screwed right straight down. I've had them actually go right through the bottom. So that thing went in there and it went boom. So with the milling machine, it's not going to slow down too much. So, like, so we went that deep, one hit. Boom. Yeah, that's straight in. And that's pretty much right at the bottom. But I don't feel a hole in the bottom, so it's good.
That's good.
Yeah, we don't want a hole in the bottom. That could be bad. Okay, so what you got to do is, you can't do this in one shot. So what I do is I use the existing hole as a guide. So that's what size this is here. And then I drill out that big offset, the small offset hole gets drilled out to at least what the hole is up here on the top. Now once you're up to that size, it's on center. Then I come up and hit this full size drill and it'll self-center and go straight down. So, but you gotta make sure you don't go through too deep, because you poke it at the bottom, you junk. You have to get another fitting. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. Appears to be all the way down. That works too. Now you just deburr your hole a little bit at the top. Don't cut yourself though. So now we have a proper sized hole. See, you can see straight through. And the biggest thing is, you can see a little bit of difference in flow.
High flow.
Yeah, this high flow. So you got a high flow pump, you need a high flow fitting. Of course you need this high flow fitting on a stock pump too. Now, it looks like it's a little bit thinner on this side, but I'm hoping that's just because it's machined off more here on the top. It's buffed off more because the drill followed whatever the hole was.
Right.
If it gets too thin, it's going to break off. You know, that's the only disadvantage of drilling stuff out big. The fitting can break. You know. I've only had one fitting break on my race bike, and I max out all my fittings. So. But it can happen, so you gotta be careful. Okay, so now I put this one on this one. My center point's about halfway, which is right there. That, tighten that down, should be good. Okay, now this time we're gonna make a limiter on how far this is gonna go down. I don't want to do that again. Center of the hole. I don't know why it's different, but it is. Okay, so here's our stop right up in here. We'll put that in there so we can't go too deep. So we can always come back and go deeper, so I'm putting a safe number in there. Shouldn't be enough to do it. This time I'm going to hold on the damn handle and not let it self-feed also. Still did. Stopped it before it went all the way down, but it dug in. You can see how it does it. And once you go through it starts going chattering real bad. That's when you're going through the other hole. So, and then you get kind of like a dead spot, and that's when you're in the area where you're deep enough. That's before I hit the bottom. So when I hit the bottom, you hear me go tap tap. That's all I did. I didn't push on it. So, okay, now you don't need this one, so it's better. Okay. This drill's a little bit dull. It's tough to come up to stretch with it and dig in well. See how it's got a dead spot there? Keep going. Then you hear the wind coming in. And stop. Hear all that fail out?
Clearance.
Yeah, a little bit of clearance in there, clearance. Good. And there's number two. So now they're all flowed out. They should buy good stuff like this from the factory, but they don't. So. Oh well. Okay, we're going to leave that there because we're short on time. What do we got? Nah, we're done right now for the night anyway. Okay, we'll have to conclude this tomorrow. We are out of time for the night. So we'll work on this tomorrow and get the pump together. Alright, that's it.